Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a reading today on your lost love connection. So today's theme is going to be I put a spell on you. So it's really all about enchantment and attraction and magnetism that just seems to pull you and this person together. So whether you guys have completely fallen out of contact, lost touch, or maybe there's just a current challenge going on right now, obviously just take what resonates for you. But you dream about this person's dreaming about you. There's a lot of telepathic communication. You just feel their energy all the time. Those are the kinds of connections that we are tapping into today. So we're going to be going into some of the reading here, and then the other part of the reading will be on the extended channel. So I will put that link down below. All the decks I'll be using here today will also be listed down below. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the messages, you guys. We're going to take a look and see what fairy tale, what story, okay, actually represents your once upon a time love connection with this person. So this is a really cool deck. It's called Oracle de la Nuit, and this Oracle deck is just made up of different fairy tales. And so I thought it'd be kind of cool to see what fairy tale represents your once upon a time love story with this person. Let's take a look at this energy here. What do we got? Ooh, we have Vassilissa the Beautiful. Okay, now I don't know this story at all, but it's actually number 11, so that could be significant. Maybe you see a lot of 11s, or you were seeing a lot of 11s when you saw this person for the first time and met them, etc. But you can see here, we've got this woman, and she's got this like little doll with her. That's interesting. And there's this huge castle, and she's got to go up those steps. So it kind of looks like a challenging card right off the bat. It looks like it will be, it'll take great strength and effort to make this connection work, or you guys have experienced a lot of trials and tribulations in the past. So let's go ahead and go into the story. It says here, my story: the cruel stepmother sent me to Baba Yaga's hut to get some fire. Luckily, I carried my magical doll. Okay, that's that doll. So there's a magical doll that's with her. The witch asked me to perform some domestic tasks for her to earn my fire. My doll helped me. After a while, Baba Yaga sent me home with a skull lantern, interesting, full of burning coals. Once at home, the coals burned my stepmother and stepsisters. I ended up marrying a star and living happily with my husband, father, and doll. Ooh, interesting. But the message of this card says you are going to need courage and bravery because some hard times are coming. You will have to accomplish very demanding tasks. Yet don't be frightened. You will be helped along the way. And through patience and perseverance, you will find your way home. Keep going. Don't lose hope. In the end, your enemies will be neutralized and you will get a start a new and happy chapter in your life. Okay, so what I'm sensing here, you guys, is that your once upon a time love story with this person is that obviously something didn't work out. Something didn't happen here. You know, maybe you wanted this individual to be your happily ever after, and for whatever reason, that just didn't happen. That just didn't seem to be the path for the both of you at that particular time. And you may have, and this could just be just something that resonates with one person out there, you could have married someone else. You could have, just went into another direction, into another love relationship, but yet you still feel this connection with this person. It could be that this person also ended up with someone else. So there could be karmic relationships playing out right now. So that's another thing too. So let's go ahead and get another card, you guys. Let's go ahead and see if there is another card that wants to come through for your once upon a time love story. We have Dorothy Gale. Okay, so that Wizard of Oz energy. Look at that. Follow the yellow brick road. Interesting. So it's number 28. So let's go ahead and see what this one says. So it says, I was boring I was boring in Gray, Kansas with my little dog Toto. A twister dropped my house into the magical land of Oz. The good witch Glinda told me to follow the yellow brick road to get to the Emerald City where the wizard lived. I met incredible people along the way. At the end of my adventures, I found out that I had the power to go back home just by clicking the heels of my magical ruby slippers. And also that home was, after all, the best place to be in. Ooh, okay. So it says sometimes you think you have to search far away what is just in your own backyard. Sometimes you have to be far away from home and far away from the ones you love to realize just how much you love them all. Okay, I understand this. Okay, what I am getting here is that someone in this connection perhaps thought that maybe they were going to be happier with someone else, or that they were just still searching for something. And so that was what caused the separation here. But there's this realization that the one that you're really meant to be with, the one that you really truly love and have that deep connection with, is the one that you left. So it's kind of like someone may have to go away in order to realize what they had. Somebody may had to lose someone in order to realize just how much they truly loved them. So I don't know, you guys, if that's resonating with you, but that seems to be the storyline that's coming through for this connection so far. So let's go ahead and get some more details here. Let's get some more details. All right, what else do we need to understand and know about this connection? Consuming art, interesting. Somebody could be an artist. That's kind of interesting. But this something consumed another person. Somebody's ideas. It's like it's do or die. I have to do this. I have to go. I have to discover. I have to travel. I have to figure out what else is out there. So I feel like when you and this individual came together, there was this feeling that was consuming someone where they just felt like they had to do something else, or that they were not ready for this love. They were not ready to settle down. So it literally consumed them on every level. And it just superseded everything that you guys even had. And that, of course, could have left you feeling like, wow, I was not important enough, or I wasn't worth it to you to basically go down this path. But I just feel someone needed to go off into the world and figure out that what they were looking for all along was you. That's just what I'm seeing here. That's very, very interesting. We have the forest. So that's the forest. Obviously, she goes through the forest on the yellow brick road, trust your compass. So I do feel like this was meant to be, you guys. This separation with this individual is actually meant to be. So a lot of you may have been very brokenhearted over what happened with this person, but what I'm seeing here is that this was absolutely meant to happen. You are meant to go into separation so someone could find their way back home. Now, this could, of course, be depicting you. Maybe you had to lose this person in order to really, truly appreciate, who they were and what they meant to you. So that's very interesting energy. All right, let's go ahead and get some tarot cards on this. All right, let's see. What do we need to understand and know about this story, this love story of yours from the past with this person? Okay, we have the Chariot. The Chariot is about destiny. It's about fate. It's about movement forward, victory, success, feeling driven. I do feel like there was a big drive to succeed on someone's part. Someone felt like they had a job to do. They had a purpose. They had a mission in life. And if they didn't do it, it was just going to eat them up. So it's almost like you came together with someone when they hadn't figured out who they were, or they hadn't figured out what their purpose was in the world. They were still in the midst of trying to figure that out. And so that's what created the separation. I'm not getting that it was a lack of connection or a lack of love. It was just, this consumed me so much that I couldn't continue with this. I just couldn't. I'm getting these messages here is that it was difficult to leave you. It was difficult to leave you behind, but this person did. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it was in search of my pentacle. It was in search of my place in the world. It was in search of, I need to plant my seed. I need to put my mark on the world. That consumed someone. and the Four of Wands. I feel like this Four of Wands energy was the connection that the two of you made. It did feel very comfortable. It felt very familiar to both of you. You guys came together and you felt this instant connection. And that instant connection was because you guys have probably done a previous lifetime together. So this is like a soul bond, like a soul family, soul mate, twin flame, like a divine love connection. So when you guys come together and you meet and you touch, it's like you automatically feel this chemistry. You feel this familiarity. You feel this sense of home is what I'm getting with each other. So that was the connection that was made. But then we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands to me just says, I'm not done yet. I'm not ready to settle down. I'm still searching. I still feel like there's something out there. I still feel like there's something out there that I need to do, that I need to complete, that I need to find. So it's not suggesting here that someone didn't think you were good enough for them. They just felt like there was something in life that they were going to miss out on if they settled into this connection with you. That's what I'm getting. And we have Judgment. So the Judgment, you guys, is a card, and you can see here in this card, there's two people that are going in two separate directions. This is like a portal. So it's like you guys entered into different timelines. You guys entered into two different worlds, two different dimensions. Somebody went from a 3D dimension to a 5D dimension, or that's just where the connection was. It's like you lost touch in the 3D world, 3D reality. Also, the Judgment is, I'm reviewing my life big time. I'm reviewing everything that I've done so far and where I'm going. So it was a huge decision, and Judgment is connected to karma. And so I really feel like somebody either did not want to make mistakes like that they've made before. They wanted to make sure that they did everything that they could, so they wouldn't have any regrets. But I do feel like this resurrection energy that's tied to the Judgment, it's almost like someone left with maybe the plan to come back or to pick this up at a later date. There may have been something that happened, obviously, if someone moved on into another relationship where now that's not a possibility, or, it really created that feeling of, I can't get back what I had. I really truly lost something. So someone realizes what they had because they've lost it. And we have the Empress. So the Empress is beautiful. That's the divine feminine's energy. And the divine feminine could be an established person in the world where she's really done great for herself. She's very abundant, very independent, or she is a partner to a king. So Taken. And we have the World. Interesting. The World is completion. The World is karma. The World is Saturn. But to me, this is unfinished business. This is about, do we resurrect the past? Do we go back to what once was? There's unfinished business between you and this individual, and you guys both feel it. It's like you guys are both kind of continuing on with your lives in the world, perhaps with other people, or just living completely different lives, but yet you still feel this energy. It still consumes you on some level. That consuming art energy also tells me that you guys could be each other's muses now moving forward. You have each other in the back of your mind when you're creating things, or they're your inspiration, or you're their inspiration, but there's definitely some sort of an inspiration. You're the inspiration. I know it's a little bit of a cheesy song, but I am getting that here from Chicago. You're the inspiration. That's it. And even though you guys have lost touch, or there seems to be some other cycles going on now, there is still very much a connection here. So that's the once upon a time love story. I hope that resonates with some of you guys out there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look and see, how does your person see, or how did your person see you and feel about you at the time? Okay, that's what we're going to look at. Let's see. How did your person see you and feel about you at the time? She who guides. Ooh. So your person could have seen you as some sort of like angelic being. Somebody who was sent to them like an angel is what I'm actually getting from that, okay? Saw you as some sort of an angel. Saw you as someone that showed up in their life at the right time to guide them, to help them. Okay, so remember, this is the past. This is how they saw you. And we have thought. Really gave them a lot of food for thought. I definitely see that this person saw you at the time. They really thought that you were that person that was going to guide them, that was going to help them be a better person. Okay. Whatever came in and consumed them obviously took them off of that path, but that's how they saw you at the time. They saw you as somebody of importance. They saw you as somebody that showed up just at the right time to help to lift them up and guide them in some sort of way. Very interesting energy. Okay, what else did this person see? Slow-paced messages. Interesting. So what I'm getting here is that if their life was just kind of feeling very mundane and slow, not very exciting, you came in and really amped them up. You really caused some sort of stir in them. You caused something like, I'm getting spiritual messages. So if this person was just kind of, going through life, not really thinking deeply, you really created some sort of activity in their life. You brought some sort of spiritual inspiration or just inspiration period to this person's life. So I feel like they were stagnant, but then when you guys came in, you really vamped them up. Yeah, you really vamped them up. That's what I'm seeing here. It's a very tiny deck. It's hard to handle. Aura cleanse. Okay, yeah, this person definitely saw you as somebody that came in to cleanse them, to heal their energy. So their energy felt really good when you guys met. They felt really revived, rejuvenated by you and your energy. You brought love and light to their life. So you were a breath of fresh air for this person. Okay, so how did they feel? What is their heart energy? How do they feel towards you at that time? Ooh, we have she who instigates. So this right here is somebody who brings something. You instigated something within them. You instigated some sort of heart energy, some sort of feelings within them. So what did you instigate within them? What did you bring up in this person's feelings? Ooh, 10 of Swords. Okay, that's a challenge. That 10 of Swords energy, as we know, you guys, is heartbreak, sadness, betrayal, stabbed in the back, a major ending, loss, etc. What I'm getting here is that this person probably had a lot of issues when the two of you came together, okay? So when you came in, initially, they felt this relief. But as time went on, I am seeing that this person, they started to feel this energy again, kind of like, this can't last, or I'm in too much pain, I'll only hurt you. This person actually could have ended up stabbing you in the back, is what I'm seeing here, hurting you. And not that this is an excuse, but hurt people hurt other people. And I just feel like that's where this person's heart was at the time. You brought in some sort of loving feeling, some sort of cleansing feeling for them. But they were very much still, their heart space was in the 10 of Swords, as in, I cannot properly open up my heart to you. I cannot properly open up my heart to anyone. Yeah. It's almost like they killed this connection before it could even really truly get off the ground. The independent man, very interesting. I just feel like this person felt like maybe they were just better off alone. Like, you know what? I'm just better off. I'm a lone wolf, right? I'm better being alone. I'm not good at this kind of thing. I'm not good at relationships, whatever this person could have said to you. But yeah, that's what you brought up in them. You instigated this feeling of love and light, but then there's also the shadow energy here that came in shortly after and really affected this person. Yeah, we have no stress potion. So I just feel like you could have really brought in a lot of healing energy to them where they didn't feel like they had to stress about anything. But a potion is temporary. I feel like this was just temporary. It didn't last forever. Perhaps they wanted it to, that they wanted this feeling to last forever, but their own shadows and their own unresolved conflicts and issues came back. It was still there. They couldn't really go down this road with you. I feel like they wanted to, but they just couldn't. All right, so what is the environment here? How did they see you when it came to just in the environment or with other people? Yeah, you brought light to their life. Yeah, you were light. You were light. I'm getting here from this person that you didn't deserve what I did or how I treated you. It wasn't about you. It was me. You know, they saw you as somebody that was of the light. Yeah, and we have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands energy, of course, is a choice. And I just feel like they saw you actually as light, but this shadow aspect of them actually caused them to go with maybe other partners or another person that wasn't quite as good as you. Sorry to say. It's almost like they downgraded when they either chose someone else or if they had an attraction to, it's like, ooh, you brought love and light to their life. It's like it's everything that they wanted, but they're so dysfunctional that they still choose toxic people, toxic partners. You know, they may have even told you like they came from a really toxic relationship from the past and that they wanted to be happy, but I feel like they went back into the pits. They went back into the garbage can for more, because that's the only way this person knows how to feed themselves is with garbage. The steak, the filet mignon that you were, giving to them, providing for them. It was like, ooh, it tasted really good at first, but then, well, I think I might want scraps. That's just how trauma works. If you have unresolved crap and you haven't worked on that stuff, it's still going to be enticing and attractive to you. And so I just feel like this person started to slum it again. They slummed it. They were upgrading when they first met you, but then they started to slum it again. Interesting. Karmic soulmate. Interesting. I keep saying that interesting for some reason. But what I'm seeing here is that they may have had unfinished business in their environment with someone else. And the only reason I'm saying that, you guys, Two of Wands usually, yes, is a choice. But guess what? There are two females on that card. And I just feel like there was this choice between you and someone else. That's what I'm getting here. So there just could have been other potential partners or somebody else that they felt would be, a better suited for them. Right? So it was just a part of their karma, or they just had still unfinished business with another person. And this created some sort of conflict between the two of you. But I do feel like they also felt this instant connection with you as well. They felt an instant connection there with you. That's for sure. All right. What was their overall, like what they knew deep down about you and this connection in the past? She who begins. There's something about, there was so much potential actually when you guys first came together. When you guys first began, it was really strong. That's what I'm seeing here. It was really strong in the beginning. But this person's shadow took over and caused some sort of major conflict and just ending here. Yeah, King of Air. King of Air is someone who is going to detach themselves from their emotions. So this individual may have been very loving and very kind in the beginning, then shifted gears. And this gear was very much just cutting it off, just cut and dry, cutting you out, being very harsh in their delivery. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Being very harsh in their delivery. Yeah, and that hug energy, it's like, I feel like they really wanted to embrace you, but they could not. They really felt bad, actually, is what I'm seeing. So I'm not seeing that this was a narcissistic person or somebody that enjoyed hurting you. I'm actually getting quite the opposite. But this is their defense mechanism, and this is what they know, and this is what keeps them safe. Detach, detach, detach. That's what they did at the end. So they really embraced this connection with you in the very beginning. They may have even said really wonderful things to you just to kind of shift, flip switches, and then be completely cold like ice. Yeah, shield. They put up their shield towards you. That was their defense mechanism, you guys. So their overall energy is maybe even that they felt like they needed to protect you from them because they felt like they couldn't give you what you needed. They saw you as this person that deserved so much more than they could actually provide for you and give to you. So they may have cut you off in a very harsh way. Okay, so why don't we now look and see what is the karma or unfinished business that was created from that whole situation. All right, what is the unfinished business and the karma that was created with this whole situation? We have creation, so definitely something was created, okay? Something was birthed here, some kind of karma and lesson was birthed, that's for sure. And we have resilience. That's Medusa's energy, and Medusa is about revenge. So I do feel like there was rage that was created, a lot of shadow, a lot of pain that was created by someone's actions. That's for sure. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, that's for sure. All right, what else? Inner core. Okay, yeah, it hit someone in their core. This could be you, but I also feel like this is your person as well. There was a very deep hole in the soul that was created through this. So there is a lot of unfinished business here. You can see anguish. Somebody has their head in their hands, or they're covering their face. They feel so much anguish. So some major karma was created, a major lesson was created, but resilience means like we bounce back, we become strong, right? We become stronger from this. We survive. This is right here. It's about being solid within, not feeling broken forever. So I feel like the lesson here is about not allowing this situation and what took place with this person to break you forever. Okay, I feel like this connection is going to really push the both of you to go deeply within your inner core and do the work, is what I'm seeing here. We have the Queen of Blades, the Queen of Swords. I feel like this is you, the person watching the video, okay? And what's interesting is that I think the only king that came up was the King of Swords, and now we have the Queen of Swords. So there's counterpart energy. So I do feel like there is a lot of unspoken words between the two of you. Communication could have been cut off. So there's a lot of things that are basically now needing to be said. There's a lot of things that are now needing to be said, unspoken things, things that need to be communicated. But the Blades energy could be kind of like cutting off, trying to have a hard exterior. You guys may not know how the other person feels just by looking at the situation. You might be making assumptions about the other person because of how they're acting or what they're not saying. So I just feel like both of you are at a standoff. There's a standoff taking place, and no one is revealing their cards, so it makes it very difficult. So it's like two people are like ready for battle, and no one's like really starting the battle. It's just, we're at a standstill, we're at a standoff. So we have the Seven of Coins, and the Seven of Coins is about standing back and kind of looking at the bigger picture. What did I do? What did I create? What do I do next? Do I want to work for this? Do I want to change this? Or do I want to go on a different path? So I feel like you guys are still kind of standing back and trying to figure out what to do with this situation. That's what I'm getting here. And we have the King of Coins. So the King of Coins, I feel like your person found their coin. I do. I feel like that's what they were searching for, and they found it. But now that they've gotten there, they're kind of like, okay, what's next? You know what's next? Unfinished business with you, the person watching the video. That's what's next. This is still with them. This is still bothering them. This is still causing them some sort of stress that they have not spoken to you, or that they have not fixed the situation, that they have not, changed things. That's what I'm getting here. And I just feel like that is something that's going to really lead us into the next messages, which is what do they plan to do, and, just all that stuff. So let's go ahead and take it over to the extended. We are going to see, how is your person still under your spell? So we're going to really look at how they're feeling about you now, currently, okay? And what kind of an effect or influence are you still having on them? We're also going to look at how are they showing up in, or how are you showing up in their dreams? So what are they dreaming about when it comes to the two of you? How do they see you, just like what's possible between the two of you, and what do they plan to do in order to re-enter your life eventually one day? So if you guys are interested in those extra messages, I will put that link down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.